All right, Steve McCudeno, Carolina Sports. We're here with Kenny Ellis. Man, you got Jalil Hackett. He looks ready. You're here in Puerto Rico, which is a nice scenery, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Maybe a little warmer. A little warmer.
Time here is beautiful.
Oh, is it?
Summertime.
Oh, man, yeah. See, all the time. All the time. Yeah. Yeah, so just tell me about Jalil. What are you kind of like expecting to see out of him this time out?
Oh, man, Jalil, always been a disciplined fighter, man. So I expect for the best to show, you know. We've been dealing with his family since he was 8 years old. We always worked alongside. We help them, they help us, you know what I mean? And now we're here. And Jalil, he's the next welterweight.
He's a welterweight, you feel it? Because he looks like his body's growing.
He's up next, he's on 147, and the party starts here, you know, this weekend.
No, it's going to be good. He looks excited to put on a show, especially on like a fight card like this, because Paro Hitchens is that's a close fight. Do you remember Hitchens from like the amateurs and stuff like that?
Not the amateurs, but he was in a few camps with Tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, real disciplined kid, you know, no bad habits outside of the ring. I'm looking for him to seal a decision. Yeah, edge it out. Yeah.
How was Hitchens and Tank in camp? How was that dynamic? Them sparring, I'm sure.
Yeah, beautiful, clean, sharp, clean sparring. You know, yeah. No gym wars, but good work. You know,
that's
real
what
good work.
You need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know Tank, was in New York. I believe the DC press conference is today. I'm sure Calvin's with Tank over there. Man, he says he's leaving us. He says 2025 is it. Have you kind of seen maybe that he's getting a little like at the end of the rope kind of a thing, or did you kind of see this coming, or are you surprised?
He talked about it in the Frank Martin press, but I don't think he's at the end of the rope as far as how much he have left in the tank. It's just some things outside of the ring, the business side that he's fed up with. You know what I mean? But whatever decision he makes, I can only support it. If he wake up tomorrow and say I'm not fighting in March, I can only support it. Because you don't know what a fighter's going through. You never know what a fighter feels. You can only respect their next move.
You said things with the business. Is it like, I don't know, we've seen not getting the opponents he wants? Is it?
Treat him like you treat other fighters. He's the face of boxing. If you put Floyd on the top of a building, if you put Canelo on the side of a building, put Tank on the side of a building. Little things, you know. Just treat him like the face of boxing. If we call him the face of boxing, treat him like the face of boxing.
Oh, you're 100% right. That Roach fight is a good fight. I feel like kind of being in the same area, having come around the same area. Have they ever locked horns in the amateurs, or do you remember Roach from the amateurs?
Yeah, they fought twice in the amateurs, and they sparred numerous times as kids, you know. So we know the Roach family real well.
I was gonna say, I feel like Tank. Normally it's kind of like Tank's like an on-site guy kind of a thing. You know what I mean? He's just fired up, especially once the contract's signed, you're not friends anymore. And not to say they were friendly, but I didn't feel that. You know what I mean? Do you kind of feel like a respect from Tank because he knows Roach and, like you said, knows the family, all that?
Tank is leaning more towards a family man now with the kids, and he's a little older, a little mature. But when it comes to boxing, once you hit that switch, it's on, you know. But he is getting better as far as, with the interviews and stuff.
Right. No, he was good out there to everyone. He said that this year might be the end. Obviously, he's fighting in March, so that's already 3 months down, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming it's only one more fight. Who knows? Maybe he can knock out two. But if it is just one fight, with obviously that's Teofimo Lopez, who's but arguably two-time undisputed, right? Maybe that's the most credentialed guy. Shakur, who a lot of people are calling for. Keyshawn's kind of making a name for himself. I don't, there's the rematch with Isak, obviously. I don't know. Is there like somebody? Is there like one? If it's the last one, right?
If the so-called top guys step up and willing to take the fight, he may go into 2026. We don't know, but if they don't want to fight, you can only support him and respect his retirement.
If it isn't one of those guys, Loma obviously too, right? Like if it isn't one of those guys, I feel like fans might feel like, we never got the mega fight. Obviously, Ryan was a big fight, but I feel like most people kind of favored Tank going in because he's just a
favored Ryan in that fight. They thought Ryan was going to beat Tank, but Tank is so good, he make it look easy.
He did make it look easy.
The average guys would struggle with these guys as Tank beat,
Would it be like I don't know, would you feel any kind of way of like, damn, like I wish, just even as a trainer, like, I wish I would have locked horns and we could have beat a Loma or beat a Teo or beat, kind, you know what I mean, kind of stop these guys from talking and show them what we're about?
Well, 5 years ago, we wanted the Loma fight. It was Loma that didn't want to fight 5 years ago, But they flipped the narrative on the internet. But we never turned down a fight from Loma. So it is what it is,
Why do you think that? So you said Loma a few years back turned it down, didn't want it with Tank.
He didn't want it. At the time, he said Tank never fought a pay-per-view fight. It's on the video. Why should he fight him? He's not even a pay-per-view star yet. That was his words, But they flipped the narrative like Tank was afraid. But it's on the internet. It's coming straight out of Loma's mouth,
That would have been the matchup, especially 5 years ago, right? When it was, but Tank.
It's still a good fight today,
Right.
if he decides to step up.
Yeah, no, it would be all those fights. I feel like, I know I know Tank said something about kind of like what has Shakur done, and I feel like Shakur says the same thing about Tank as far as like opponents and things like that. But I mean, that Shakur fight's another one, right? Is that just maybe not like?
Everybody would love to see it, Tank is here. Tank ain't turning down no smoke. Ain't no smoke. So, it's up to them guys.
Yeah. I remember it was a crazy story you told me about when I asked you just one of the things you remember from Tank as a kid, and you told me him sleeping outside the gym before you guys got. That's an incredible story.
When the gym was open, Tank would come from school and lay right out in front of the gym and wait for us to get there to open it up. He would be the last one to leave, God set a path for him and Calvin to meet, and it changed. Calvin's life changed Tank's life, So, he's forever a star in Baltimore. He's great. He's forever linked to us. No matter what moves he make in life, he's linked to us. You know what I mean? God don't make mistakes. Sometimes the devil steps in and try to corrupt what God do, but God got the last say. God will show you at the end, But Tank, whatever Tank decide to do, we support him. If he retire, I support him. If he keep going, I support him.
No, it's incredible, your guys. So you were there also from the beginning, obviously. Like, I feel like maybe you're unsung. People don't give you as much credit as, you were there too. You know what I mean?
Tank came through the door at 7 years old, but I don't care what the public thinks, as long as God see it. That's all that counts to me. I don't care what people say. God know the truth. We can hide lies from each other, We can hide conversations from each other, but you can't hide it from God,
100%, Coach. 100%. Thank you so much for your time, man. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully, we get Tank a little bit longer. I know maybe we're very selfish, but it's up to him. Like I said, if he's done, he's done, and good for him. He gave us a lot of excitement.
I can't do nothing but respect whatever he did.
Coach, tell the fans where they can follow you on IG. Man, you're kind of hot on IG. You're on these people's necks on IG.
I'm having fun, man. You can find me at Coach Kenny Ellis on all social medias.
There it is, Coach. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You.